Hey there, Wargamers, and welcome to this Flames of War Battle Report. I am Luka from MiniWargaming.com, joined by Anthony from Battlefront Miniatures, and we are showcasing something new and fun for everyone at home. Here we have the new Berlin Soviet book, and of course they will be clashing against some late war German forces.
We play and call it work.
Hi everyone, this is Anthony from Battlefront Miniatures, playing against Luka today. So today we are showing off the forces from the new Soviet Berlin book. So this is the M4 Sherman detachment. So this is a Russian force that kind of represents a mixed or combined arms force to kind of keep the Germans on their toes, you know, keep them advancing, keep them from digging trenches, to keep pushing the front forward. So in this force leading it is a 4 detachment HQ, which is made up of two SMG teams that are the leaders. They are in their formation a Hero Guards Motor Rifle Company, which has an HQ and a commissar, 6 DPMG teams, and 2 heavy machine guns to fill them out. Alongside that is also an M4 Sherman Company armed with 76mm guns. This is one of the new releases we're doing for the Berlin Soviet range. And there are going to be some medium tanks with some heavy firepower. Alongside them are some ZSU M17s. These are American vehicles in Soviet service. They are armed with quad 50 cal machine guns, so they are really there to shoot up aircraft, but can in a pinch shoot at ground troops, particularly infantry. And finishing up the formation is a unit of SU-76, is a Hero Light SP battery. So these lightly armed and armored, but they can do bombardments and can always deal with tanks on the flanks. In support of this formation is a pair of Katyusha rocket launchers. So these are the rocket trucks that use a large salvo template. Some SU-100's tank killer batteries. So these are heavy Russian tank destroyers with a 100mm gun. And supporting them are some T-70s in a Hero Tank Company. Lightly armed and armored, but again, a tank is a tank. And finishing up with the force are 4 IS-2 late. So these are the IS-2 heavy tanks used by the Russians. And these are the late models, so they have improved armor.
Let's take a look at my German forces. Here I am playing some late war Germans from the Bagration book, and I will be playing a Panzer IV company formation here. Naturally, this formation will be led by a Panzer IV tank commander, and the other mandatory pieces here, I have a platoon of Panzer IVs, and I'm running a Panzer Grenadier platoon who will totally be riding in their SD KFZ 251 half-tracks. Or just simply half-tracks. That will be it for the combat platoons. The support platoons, we are running a Wesp platoon, a Hetzer platoon, and the guys over at Battlefront Miniatures know I love my big cats, so they gave me a Tiger II platoon as well. Today's mission will be contact on page 108 of the rule book. The idea for this mission is the enemy is weak, but getting stronger in this location. The attacker must press now, throwing in their troops as they arrive. We will have Anthony, as the Russian forces, be the attacker against myself, defending with the Germans. Now, both players will be deploying along the long table edges here, the attacker having a slightly narrower deployment zone than the defender here. And you can see we have to place our objectives in the enemy's deployment zone. I placed my 2 objectives here, and then Anthony placed his 2 objectives here. A couple of special rules for this mission. As the defender, I will be able to ambush one of my units, though I will be dealing with scattered delayed reserves, whereas Anthony, as the attacker, will have immediate reserves. So, using the rules for that, only 60% of our forces, or up to 60% of our forces, will be deployed. The rest will be in reserves. Mine will be staggered, showing up not until turn 3. Anthony's will be immediate. And you win the game by holding one of the objectives in the opponent's side of the table. And that is it. The game will play until that happens. Just taking a closer look at the battlefield here. We are on some nice small German countryside. Quaint little village, actually. Just showing off the table a little bit before we get into it and deploy our forces. We already figured out the 60% and the 40% and all that, and you'll see in but a second. Just want to show off some of the terrain we have here. This is all from Gale Force 9, part of Battlefront Miniatures there, and the roads, the railway tracks, the battle mat, the woods, the little all of this stuff. It's all like the little buildings, everything. You can go check them out on their website. It'll be in the description down below. Obviously perfect for Flames of War here. We're going to go ahead and deploy our forces, and we're going to be right on back to play this game. And here we are all deployed. As the defender with the German forces, I deploy first. I put my artillery over here in these woods to be concealed near protecting this objective. I got 2 elements near it. And then I have my half tracks with all my infantry near the other objective, kind of hiding because that is 60% of... Oh, that's not true. Including, I got some big cats. I got Tiger 2s in ambush. I got 140 tons of tanks somewhere in my deployment zone. Anthony doesn't know where they are. I reveal them at the start of any one of my turns. I can do it like right away or stagger it out a little bit. As far as I understand. All right, cool. Yep. I don't know where they're hiding. They're hiding well enough.
I wish I knew where they were.
Exactly. So I got just those 2 platoons deployed. The rest is in reserve, and the Tiger 2s are in ambush. Now, for the Rush or the Soviets, what do we got going on here?
So I have over on this flank in the woods, I have the Guards Motor Rifle Company. They're in the woods with their heavy machine guns, with the 4 Detachment HQ right here, these 2 teams. Behind them are the T-70 tanks, kind of giving them some armored support. Right behind this building here is the ZSU M17s. These are the AA half-tracks, so I don't think there's no aircraft in this game, but they can deal with light vehicles. A pair of Katyushas to do a bombardment. Some Su-76 here that can do bombardment and direct fire. They can deal with tanks if they happen to appear. And then over here on this more open flank on these fields is my M4 Shermans.
Where'd you get those Shermans from?
So these Shermans, yeah, that's a good question. So the Russians during World War II used a lot of Lend-Lease equipment, equipment donated by the Western Allies. In this list, and a big highlight of this new book is going to be what's called the MCHA or M4 Sherman in Russian service, which will be able to use both the 75mm gun, which is what we are familiar with in a lot of World War II movies, but also the high-velocity 76 gun that's on these models here. They'll give them a good fighting chance against heavy armor, but still not strong enough to deal with Luka's King Tigers from the front. They will have to flank to get a killing shot.
Yeah, all right, fair. So I have to utilize them properly, because if I'm not, that's kind of on me. They're expensive, that platoon. It's like a third of my force.
It's actually pushing against the table. It's actually so much mass there. It's actually pushing down
the ground. I don't know. Don't worry about why those woods look weird over there.
I know.
Definitely not all that.
What's that block? Is that a tank? No, it's just some trees.
Just some trees. Totally some trees. Absolutely. Yeah. That's hilarious. Okay, so I go second. The attacker will go first in the scenario. Again, the goal is to take these objectives. So taking ground, essentially.
Yeah. And although we are attacker and defender in this mission, either player can win by taking the objective. So although I am trying to push forward against Luka, I still have to be able to protect my the back of my board as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to get to those 2 markers, and you're trying to get to these ones. And if you are unfamiliar with how you control it in Flames of War, you have to start your turn within range of it and end your turn within range of it.
And 4 inches, yeah. You have to start within 4 and end it with no enemy units
That's
within
what it was.
4.
Yes, okay.
So you have a chance to push them off before claiming it.
Right, and it doesn't matter if I control these ones at all, really. It's more you trying to... I'm just trying to stop you from controlling them by putting elements on it.
You can start the game with no one defending your objectives, but if your opponent gets there, no one who is close enough, then you will lose the game. So you do have to watch those zones.
Not ideal. Okay, so we're ready to start this game. So good luck and have fun to the Soviet forces, but better luck to the Germans, because they're going to need it. All right. This isn't going to be necessarily how to play. It's going to be a regular battle report here. So if you're unfamiliar, we have done some Flames of War how to plays in the past. Go check out those videos there. I will be going over a few things as we play, just because I'm a rather new player to the game. So I'll be kind of saying things out loud mostly for myself. So it is Anthony's turn with the Soviets. We had the starting step. There's several things to do in there, but it's more relevant as the game progresses.
Correct. As platoons, as vehicles, for instance, become bailed out or platoons become pinned down, you're going to try to rally or remount them. Check for morale with units that have taken casualties. Obviously, at the start of the game, that has not happened yet. Later on, I will say at the start of this game, because I have what's called immediate reserves, I will actually roll a die to see if I do get lucky and get a reserve. So on a 5 or better, I will get a unit. So we might as well go ahead and do that first.
I
do not with a 1.
But on the next turn, you'll get 2 dice, and then 3 dice, and then that's when they start kind of trickling in. I don't get to roll for my reserves until the 3rd turn. That's the delayed reserve rule. So I have to like try and hold off your forces while I can.
Yep.
But that's it for the starting step for Anthony's forces. We're going to go right on to movement. I'm going to show you where all of these platoons end up afterwards and what kind of movement they went through.
So in here, I mostly try to do dash moves. That's where in Flames of War you give up your opportunity to shoot, but your troops move a little faster. So the Shermans here did a dash move up to the haystacks in the building here. Tactical move by the Su-76s. Katyushas stayed put so they could do a bombardment this turn. And the other forces also did dash moves as well to get to more advantageous positions.
All right, and then we have these little doohickeys. What are these?
These little T-70s.
I hate them.
Far flank. Hopefully trying to
one.
sneak up against those Wesps there in the woods.
Gross. Okay, well, that's it for the movement. We're on to, you didn't want no orders or anything, no fancy orders.
Nope, no movement orders here.
All right, then we're on to shooting and more fancy artillery things. All right, what are you thinking for the cartouches? Are they called cartouches?
Katyushas, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
yep.
cool.
They're actually named after a famous Soviet song from World War II.
Oh.
Now here, what I'm going to do, as you can see me down with my little eyeball here, I'm going to try to range in against the Wesps over in that far woods there.
Yep, down here.
They're actually the only target I can really see with them.
I assume it's that guy?
Yep.
Yep.
And the Katyushas themselves are an artillery unit, but they use what's called a salvo template. So normal artillery use the 6x6 inch. Salvo is a 10x10.
Oh,
so I'll have a much wider area that I'll be targeting.
So the firing battery arrow towards the target there.
So in this case, I'll actually be able to hit all 3 guns in the woods here.
Boo! That's the point that you can draw a line of sight to that you want to aim for, and then we have to resolve this nasty salvo thing. There's a few things we have to do here, ranging in and all this stuff. So why don't you go over what do we got to do here?
So to range in, it's basically my skill test. I'm a 4.56 to range in.
Yep.
However, you get 3 attempts. So we'll do the first one. I did get it.
On the first one, nice.
Yep. And these are the new guards dice coming out with the Berlin Soviet range. So, all right. Yep.
So now you have to see if you can hit the elements here.
Yep. So,
on their skill, I assume.
Yep. So in his case with the West, it's 4, 5, or 6. However, since I only have 2 weapons firing, just 2 Katyushas in that unit, I have to re-roll my successful hits.
How many elements do you need to not do that? 3 at least?
At least 3. If
Okay.
you have 5 or 6, you actually get to re-roll your misses. So
Okay,
having
fair.
bigger artillery units is often better.
Works out there.
So we'll start over here on the far left. So I'm rolling 2 dice here. I need a 4 on both to successfully hit. So that failed. On the middle one, I did not. And the final one.
Oh, you got him, and against the top 2, eh?
Yep.
What is the anti-tank on that?
Yeah, so with artillery, they always set the top armor of a tank. The Katyushas have an anti-tank of 2.
Well, I have a top armor of 0.
So don't roll a 1 then.
Exactly.
So,
I roll essentially a save. As an armor save, I roll a d6. I add my top armor characteristic of 0 to it, and I have to roll ideally higher than your anti-tank.
Yep.
So I want a 6. Hey,
so
nice.
you are unaffected. That shot bounces. So
It's scary because it hits it, but ultimately they're fine.
Yeah.
Put this ranged in marker there to show that if Anthony ever wants to shoot that area again, he doesn't need to check. He just automatically hits everything under that marker.
Automatically ranged in, and if it was inferior gun teams, if they were hit, they would have to re-roll their successful saves, making it very effective to range in early.
Luckily, these are tanks, so they're a little more durable against it.
Yep.
All right, that's pretty much it for the shooting.
Yep. That is all that. Again, most of the army dash, so they cannot shoot, so it's over to Luka's turn 2.
My turn.
1.
I have no reserves to roll for right away, and but I do have ambushers if I so choose to reveal them. I am not going to reveal the location of... let me double check one thing. We're going to put the Tiger 2 element here. We're going to be putting pressure on those light tanks on the side. Just because they're going to be putting pressure on my artillery. I'm going to gamble that these guys are okay where they are.
I think they're okay. I'm not very happy about my T-70s right now. I think they might be in trouble.
Okay, so we're going to put them there. Both for thematic purposes, I guess I'll have the turrets face that way. And, that turret that way, and that guy will shoot down that way. And that will be my revealing my ambushes. I don't roll for any reserves this turn. And for actual movement, I'm gonna keep my hack tracks there. Because I don't really want them doing anything. Actually, no, I want them to hide there for now. Because I'm afraid of this, but I need them to fight support over there and everything too. So that's kind of it. They're gonna stay exactly where they are. and they're gonna hope that these Tiger 2s do what I need them to do to put pressure on those. What are those over there?
T-70s.
The T-70s. Okay, there we go. Well, we'll go right on to. I'm just gonna start with the Tiger 2s. Screw it. We're gonna fire at those little tags, the T-70s. So I am gonna try and hit those T-70s. What is their veterancy there?
Their base, their hit number is 3. Because of range, it will go to 4, 5, 6.
Yep. So they're a little bit further away. So I'm looking for. Got rate of fire 2 each. They didn't move because it was ambush.
Yep.
And boom, I hit.
And
3 times.
3 hits. Yep.
Okay. You can see all 3 of them with both tanks, so it'll be hit on each one of them.
Yep.
So you have to roll. I just do firepower.
I only roll an armor save here. However, my front armor is a 4. His anti-tank is a 17 on this King Tiger, so it'll go straight to firepower.
All right, and these are 3 up. So I'll roll for that guy first.
He is destroyed.
Next guy. Okay.
Not looking so good.
All right, they just get wiped off the table.
Those 4 T-70s were.
We'll get some smoke. And so they are a smoking wreck, unfortunately. That was just a support unit, I assume?
Yes, that's a support unit, so it doesn't affect my army morale. Makes me feel a little bummed out, though.
That's fair, I guess. I guess they rolled rather well.
Yeah. Now the King Tigers will only have to kill, a lot more to make up their points. Though.
Yeah, how many points was that little?
That was 3 points. So
those were 1 point each.
Yeah, so they're 12th of the way there. So hopefully I can.
This is 36. These are 18. These are 18 points each. And I'm just gonna risk the fact that I'm ranged in, and I am gonna attempt to put a little bit of firepower. I guess I could put it on those there, right?
Yeah, you could engage either of these. In Flames of War, when you use artillery weapons, you actually choose a point on the battlefield, so you don't have to place it on a particular model.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to use this Wesp here, and I'm going to aim it right down this lane and boop, right where the center of that marker is. It's going to be hitting a couple of the bases, and let's see if we get lucky there. I'm going to range it in. I'm going to try and range it in right there. I can't hit both. They're too far apart, so I'm just going to go for the infantry here. I have to see if I can actually hit that location. I'm hitting terrain with the template.
Yep, template is over terrain, so that's going to add +1 to the
skill check here.
Yeah, to range in.
So my skill check is a 3 up, so I'm looking for a 4. I got first try. I think, is it something good about getting on the first try?
Not for this army.
Okay,
Americans have a special rule.
Oh, the Americans have something like that, gotcha. So that's where I range in. It's going to be hitting the command base, the machine gun, the regular one.
Yep. And then one of the formation commander bases.
Is that part of like the whole thing?
This is its own unit.
Okay.
If one dies, one will take over though. So it's not like my official leader.
Oh, okay, gotcha. They both know what the orders are.
They both have been trained enough to operate.
All right, so how does this work? What's going on next?
So now you need to roll to hit. I am hit. My base hit number is a 3. It's not affected by range or anything because it's artillery.
Gotcha.
So let's start with the unit leader here.
That's a 2.
So that missed. Machine gun.
Miss.
Also missed.
The rig.
This team.
That's a miss.
No, that hits with a 3. So.
There is no negative. You're right. There's no negative for the range. So we got.
And then you have the formation commander here. He's
okay.
also hit.
Nice. Got hit on both of them. Cool. All right. We got to save on that base there.
Yep. Base here.
3 up.
So 3 or better.
That's good.
I roll a 6.
And the
then
command.
Over here on this team.
Yep.
I roll a 5. So also, both teams are fine. If I had failed the saves, those teams would have been destroyed. If they had dug in, I would have been in bulletproof cover. So we had to roll firepower.
Right.
However, because both separate units have been hit by artillery, they are both pinned.
All right. Not bad. Pinning helps. It's slow. I need to slow down the advance of the Russians here, or the Soviets. Sorry, to stay away from my lines. That's it. That's my turn. Not too bad overall. We're going on to turn 2 for the Soviets. So we got to rally these guys first.
Yep. So I'm going to start with the formation command team. Now, formation commanders give a reroll to units within 6 as well as themselves. So my motivation is fearless, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So I'm going to do that, and I succeed.
Nice.
Yep. So he's unpinned, and then the unit here. See if they unpin.
They do.
They also do as well. So they are both up and ready to go.
They're ready to fight. Then we have to roll for your reserves. Now you roll 2 dice.
Yeah. So in this case, I'm going to roll 2 dice. I need a 5 or 6 on either of these to get 1 unit in. So in this case, I do get 1 unit.
Nice, and it's not random, it just shows up on anywhere you want.
Yep, I have, it's the entire long edge of my board.
Correct. So. Anthony is choosing for the IS-2s to show up from this this part of the long edge, and they did a full terrain dash, which is 18-inch move right to here.
Yep, and now I'm going to do a follow me order. So what that is the unit leader gets to move up to 4 inches.
Hello.
So I'm just going to move them up to that strategic haystack there. Hay for the motherland.
Hay for the hay gods.
I'll wait for that turret.
Then
Now I need to roll a motivation, which for them is a 4, 5, or 6. If successful, the other units in the other models in the unit can move an additional 4. No.
And if they fail their order,
they just stay there.
All right, gotcha.
Yep.
And we're gonna move these Shermans.
The M4 Shermans, yeah. Go from T's to M's.
T's to M's.
Armies
today,
are
folks.
sometimes not as creative with naming things. So.
No, not really. After the IS-2s move, the M4s, I'm totally baiting them out. This is all part of the plan. So I kind of exposed the Tiger's flank a little bit there. So bring the M's out, the Shermans out to fire at them.
Try to get a lucky shot there. I think because of the second strategic haystack here, it's blocking, it's tall terrain, so it is blocking the view for some of these things, but he should be able to get a shot there at the flank if I'm lucky.
Yeah, he'll have this one good shot there.
Very lucky shot there.
And then you're keeping, I can't remember what those are called.
These guys I'm going to move in just a second, get them to a better position. These ZSUs moved up to try to get some shots against the west, and then the infantry rush forward to get out of the template zone here.
Yeah, exactly.
Try to apply pressure.
To make that not, nothing's near the, so I can't just shoot that area
There
again.
might be one team there, if I didn't measure correctly, but try to get them safe as I could.
And some occupy the building.
Yep, got some machine guns up there in the building.
Then from there, we just move a regular terrain dash up to the building.
Yeah, they are actually based off the Su-76s are actually based off of the T-70s, so being they have about as much armor, I want to keep them protected as well. Out of sight, out of mind.
Exactly that. All right, so that should be it for movement. We got some shooting to do. Oh, you want us to? Oh, yes. Well, because you're ranged in, you're just going to fire in that area again, and then we're looking to see if you hit me.
Start here and work it.
Yeah, I'm hit on 4s, so.
So remember, because there's only 2 guns firing, I have to re-roll my successes. So I'll start the far end.
We got it. You're good.
Yeah, got it there.
That's one. Actually, we got one hit on that guy, and then the next one,
the middle one,
which is the commander.
Nope.
We do miss.
And then the last one.
Nope. Oh, double miss. Okay. So we got the one hit on this guy. I have to roll. What's the anti-tank?
Anti-tank is 2.
2. That's right. So I have armor 0. So I need to roll a 2 up, a 3 up. Oh, you destroy it.
Roll 1. No, not yet. Not yet, though.
Oh, firepower.
It's an armored vehicle.
Oh, yes.
The Katyushas have a firepower 4 up with their rockets. So let's see here. Am I lucky? No,
oh, but I'm bailed out.
He is bailed out.
They got scared and jumped out of the tank. Dummies. Get back in there. They're under a lot of fire because then we have your half tracks lighting them up too with your AA guns. But you can only see these 2, but that's okay.
Yep, so rate of fire for those. Halted is 5, moving is 3, so it'll be 3 dice per vehicle, so total of 9 dice.
Not bad.
And you are 4 up to hit, and you are in the woods. You are within 16 inches though, so I'm going to need 5s and 6s to hit you.
That's not bad at all. All right, that should be a pretty good amount of hits on 9 dice.
Yep.
And boom, I see 2, 3, just 2?
2 hits, yep.
That's just 1 on each then?
Yep, 1 on each.
Perfect. This is anti-tank 4. I'm armor 1 on the front of them, so I'll start with this guy. I'm going to add 1 to this roll. That's a 6.
So you're perfectly fine there.
And then this one here, 6.
He's good,
right?
excellent.
All right, just the rounds bounce off the front armor. That's what armor's for, right?
Yep.
Well, that's all the fire on my poor Wesps there. Now, let's go resolve these Shermans.
So I'm going to try to draw a bead here. So, unfortunately, strategic haystack.
Haystack.
But I do have a shot. These 76 Shermans have a colossal range of 36 inches, so I'm going to try to put a round into the flank of that far King Tiger.
The far Tiger?
Yep.
Yeah. Be a 6 to hit because of range and concealment, and the Tiger 2s are careful, even though they don't look like they are right now.
If I get lucky here.
Oh,
no.
It just flings right past them. Boom. Those stabilizers are just not as modern as they need to be.
Yeah.
It just goes over the fence, pew, round way off.
King Tiger knows there's something out there.
Oh, they got shot at. They don't like that.
Stashed.
That's it for the turn. We're on to my turn 2. I still don't have any reserves showing up, but I do have to see if these guys get back in. I will roll to see if these guys get back into their Wesp. They are fearless. So on a 3 up, they'll get back in there. They are. All right, so no negatives for them. Not until turn 3 do I get my reserve showing up. So right on to my movement. I don't think I want to do anything too fancy with these Wesps. I am ranged in currently over there, so I think I'm just going to have this one do, this one individual is going to do a tactical move so they can all direct fire into the half tracks. However, he's in wood, so I got to do a cross check to see if he can maneuver it. He does fail. Okay, well then he's
right there.
Then he will not be firing this turn.
It's a good spot to be in if you're artillery.
Yeah, it's not the worst. Okay, well they're going to stay where they are. These Tiger 2s are fancy. They are going to do an order in the move phase called Blitz. We're going to see just because that allows them to move, but when they go to fire, it counts as staying still. Not a full move. It's only a 4-inch move.
4-inch move, so basically kind of slightly redeploy.
Yes, but it'll allow them to fire their turrets a lot more effectively.
got it.
On a 3-up. Yeah, we'll commit the 2 Tigers here. This guy won't have any sight to fire at anyone, but they're lined up to really kind of screen this objective here a little bit. And then I gotta move these stupid half tracks. Oh, that's not true, not yet. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna dismount from the half tracks, and we are going to just do a tactical move towards the woods, towards this here. That's like, I got the Panzer Shrek with the command, and then this 2 per thing, so we're all gonna move out. So dismount there, we're gonna, as many of them get in the woods as they can. That half track team, the 2 teams there couldn't quite make it. The half tracks are gonna do a cross country dash now. They're gonna go up and behind the woods. We're just keeping the leader of the half track to the leader of the actual unit there, and I think we are done moving. We're gonna go right on the shooting. Nothing's shooting there. We do have the Tiger 2s. We have one of them who's gonna fire. The one Tiger 2 is gonna be firing, but I'm gonna fire into the Shermans. I was gonna go for the IS-2s, but I don't like the machine guns on them for what I'm doing with the infantry here. So I'm gonna try and put some pressure on them. 5s to hit here because of range and concealment. Couple shots though. Ooh, pew pew, right past them. Okay.
Sherman's got lucky.
Sherman's dodged those shots, nice. Then we have a couple shots over here. These guys are gonna go fire, and they're gonna pivot before they fire just a little bit for the dramatic effect. That guy can't fire because he has no line of sight.
Blocked out line of sight, yep.
And there's nothing you can fire over in that way either. So they're gonna put direct fire into your half tracks.
There's no
I guess there's no modifiers.
no modifiers there, so they're hit right on 3s.
3s. The rate of fire 1. We got a hit.
I'll hit, yep.
I guess I'll just put the hit on the middle guy.
One?
Yep. Your armor probably can't stop that.
It's a 1, so it will go straight through.
Firepower 2 up.
And you got it.
Popped it.
So
All right, so that's it. We got got one of them down. I'm still ranged in on me. Not great, but you know it is what it is. I believe that will be the end of German turn 2. We're on to turn 3 for the Soviets. So what do we just got reserves for you then, eh?
Reserves, yeah. So nothing is pinned down. So you have just 2 reserves. I roll turn 3, so I roll 3 dice. So I need a 5. Now the thing is, even if I don't roll a 5 here, if you ever roll 3 or more dice when rolling for reserves, you still get a unit. So I'll do it for thematic effect. I did get a reserve in, but I would still have one anyway.
Do you only have one?
I do. That would be the SU-100 tank killers, which are going to try to kill some tanks.
These are the SU-100s. They do a cross-country dash onto the board because they don't have any real targets right now, but they are going to put a hell of a lot of pressure on those Tiger 2s.
They do not do well moving and shooting, so they're going to try to get in position for the next turn. Otherwise, everything is going to try to keep a general advance going or line up to fire some bombardments this turn.
All right. Infantry are going to keep on moving.
Yeah, I'm going to actually move them this way. They can actually move.
This is the infantry up and around the hill.
Infantry here are going to try to do a follow me, so the commander moved up a little bit. I need a 3 or better.
Follow me.
I did get it, so they can move an additional 4 inches.
This is their new position, and the command squad passed to follow me as well.
Yeah. Commander, yep.
Okay, well that's not good. And then
they're going to sit still.
Oh no!
They're actually going to sit still because they can bombard against those infantry over there.
Oh, gross!
Yep. We'll keep trying to. Actually, I will change targets now with my Katyushas.
Oh, because I got infantry. Yeah.
Yep. So
for the cartouche, the one there is shooting down this lane, and he can see up to that point in the woods.
Now I have not shot yet, just to let everyone know, but I'm going to attempt to shoot.
That's the area. That's what we're thinking.
Plan.
Yeah.
Because artillery is much better typically when shooting at soft targets like guns and artillery or infantry.
Infantry. Yeah. We do know the IS-2s are going to do a.
They're just going to do a tactical.
Tactical move forward. Yep.
Yep. So they're going to try to threaten the half tracks up there.
After the IS-2s, the Shermans, they all move. Some of them move. 3 of them move.
Yep.
That one there in the middle stayed still, though.
Yep. So I'm going to attempt to fire my machine guns at the infantry up here in the clearing here.
And we're on to the infantry firing.
Yep. So, or actually not the infantry. The infantry did a follow me order, so they cannot shoot this turn.
That's right. But these guys here.
Yep. And they are rate of fire 5 when halted, so we're going to fire 10 shots into those 2 closest wests and hopefully knock them out.
Be 5s here because of range and concealment. Just concealment.
Yeah.
I see a hit.
1 hit. Yeah.
All right.
Put it on the center one.
That works there. It's my command tank, so we'll put it on him. T4. Well, I got armor 1, so I'm going to roll a 4.
All right. So that will tie.
That's right. A tie.
So I need a 5 to bail you out. Otherwise, you're unaffected.
All right. Nope.
So no effect. So, all right, so now I'm going to have my Shermans here fire against the infantry. Now, the Shermans have both a regular machine gun and a what's considered a 50 caliber machine gun. Because of that, it has low effects on range, so I'm going to start with that pool first. So I'm going to fire with this Sherman. He will be able to get 2 dice because he moved.
Okay.
This Sherman will also get 2 dice with his machine guns because he moved. This one did not move, so it'll be 3 dice. And this one will have 2 dice.
No range penalties because we are within 16 of each other.
Yep. And I'm going to target. I'm going to try to target the Panzerfaust team, but you actually have an easier target, so I'm going to go for right there, needing a. There's no range involved, so I'm looking for 4s.
4s to hit, lots of shots.
Yep. And I still have other machine guns after this, but I'm going to try my best to see what happens here.
Ooh, I see quite a few. Oh, half hit.
So I got
the 4 hits on those teams there. And we're going to quickly resolve the other machine guns that are in range now.
These are the regular machine guns. These will also need force.
Boop, boop, boop. Oh, okay.
And I did 3 more hits,
Not
and
bad.
that will be enough to pin the platoon.
Oh,
Here.
7 hits. That's right, yeah.
Yep. Here.
Lots of hits on my guys here. Now they're pinned because they got hit by 7 shots in one go. I got to do saves now, and these are all 3-up saves. So I'll start with these 2 guys here.
Yep.
The guy up front, guy behind him.
Good.
Those guys, those ones are good there. It's a Panzerfaust team. They're kind of important. They're good.
He's good.
The command team is good. And then I got a couple element. I'll just roll randomize. They're all good.
Oh, good.
All right,
Nice.
but they're pinned.
German.
They are pinned now. That's okay. After the machine gun volley, more firepower from these tanks here that can do indirect fire or bombardments. They're going to bombard right in the middle. If they can see 2 inches in the woods, that's a perfect spot for it.
Yep.
Is it -1 because you're shooting into terrain?
It is -1, however, their skills are 3+, so I only need a 4 here.
Not
Knowing
bad.
that, I won't roll a 4. First attempt. Well,
6.
I'm mistaken.
All right.
Got him.
I got him on the first one. Nice.
Roll him separate, and then it'll be the other 7
Yep.
teams.
So they're all going to, this is only the 6-inch bombardment, but they're all going to be within 3 inches of the center, so they're all hit. All right, so I am hit on 4s. Normally, there's no range thing, so just 4. So we'll start with the Panzer.
Starting with the Panzer Shrek.
Panzer Shrek is hit.
I did hit him.
Command squad. Oh, I guess I'll do the save.
He's good.
All right, nice.
And then the other teams, so try to get them. So it'll be 7. Yep, I can count 7.
One's the command squad. I don't know if that matters.
No, they're actually equipped the same. So I managed to hit 4 more.
Half of them. All right, I'll just do the saves and we'll randomize. We'll randomize the 4 that get. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. Okay,
And he lost 2.
Ooh, do you have to do firepower to kill them, or they're dead?
No, because remember they are
yes.
not dug in or not in bulletproof cover, so they are automatically destroyed.
4, 5, 6. So there's 8. So I am gonna do it off camera to randomize. But I'll tell you which ones are dead. That can't be the Panzer Shrek. So these are the 4 teams that got hit, and then half of them are dead. So 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3. It'll be the 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Those guys there. So it's 1 on either side, and then 4 up. It's them, and then so they died, and then 4 up. It's them. There we are. So those guys died, and these guys died. Look at that. Now we're gonna fire the cartouches to the point where they can see right there, which will still hit most of them because it's the larger. It's a salvo.
Yep, and they will need a 5 to range in. So, I'm rolling your die.
You know what?
Well,
I'll let you reroll. I'll let you reroll. Keep it official. Keep it official. Keep it official. Ha ha ha! Same roll.
1 anyway.
Second attempt.
I got on second attempt, so it'll be 5s to hit now.
Oh, because the
I ranged in on a
-1.
later
That's
time.
right. Yeah. Yeah. So they're all hit because it's a salvo.
Yep. So I'll start with this team here. I need a 5 or 6.
You have to reroll because there's only 2 of you.
Oh yes, you are correct. So let me see if I get lucky here.
No.
Nope.
All right. And
Thanks
then
for calling that, by the way. I almost forgot.
Panzer Shrek. No. Need 2
Yep. Needed 5s.
because they missed the first range in, taking 1 to
Exactly.
hit. Command
Here.
squad. Oh, that's a 6
did
and a
get
5.
the-
Oh, they
I
actually
did
got
get
hit.
the
Those.
command squad.
That's not good. And then the other 3 teams here.
I only got that one.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
gotcha.
Salvo template is big, but it's not as big as some folks think. Nope.
All right.
So I only got the 1 team, but they're already pinned already.
All right, they're good.
Yep.
After these infantry got the absolute life ripped from them. That's it for the turn. There's no more shooting. There's no line of sight over here because of the woods, and that's kind of it. Okay, everything's okay-ish. I might get lucky and get some reserves coming in. That'll help.
Yeah.
But it's only 1 die for me right now. Are all your stuff? Is everything? you have?
Everything for me is on the board. Yep.
All right, cool. So we're on to my turn 3. First thing I got to do is rally this infantry here. They are confident, so on a 4 up. They're back in.
Nice.
Oh, they're
Got
back
it.
in. All right.
Yep.
It's whatever I've done this song. They love the war,
There you
dude.
go.
They're still completely surrounded and ranged in on. I got to roll for reserve. I only get my first attempt now, so I only get 1 die on a 5 up. That is not ideal. Next turn I'll get 2. Go right on a movement where they're just going to dig in. They are veterans, so on a 3 up they successfully did like a rudimentary like little trench
Foxhole?
thing. They're
You got
good.
it.
Yep.
Excellent.
Dug their foxholes, boop, 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 and they're not going to fire this turn, so they're going to elect to go to ground as well. This is the objective, and they need to hold this until they have the proper support to leave it. Because they could jump into half tracks later and take ground, but that is not the job for now. Tigers are kind of pinned, though. I don't want to commit past this point because of the tank hunters on the other side of that building. So if I, fight here, it'll take them quite a while to get to get line of sight on them over here. But I am also greedy, and I want to blitz with them so they could both get better fire without losing rate of fire. And we are good.
You're good.
They have a 3-up skill. So they're going to commit to a full 4-inch move here, and we're gonna risk we're gonna risk a little bit of stormtrooper maneuvers after this because they're kind of pinned. I need them to fire at full rate of fire, and then their stormtroopers, they could do 2 maneuvers, and they could shoot and scoot and back it up and keep their front facing towards all the nastiness. Right here, I'm just going to stay still. I'm not going to risk anything too crazy. That's actually it, I guess. I guess I can move the half tracks. I'll move them a little bit. That guy can't move too much. I just got to like get tighter in with the woods here. Effect. I need to keep as many of these half tracks alive as I can. They're valuable for later. We're gonna move on to actual shooting. Let's do the tigers afterwards. That's the exciting one. These guys are gonna fire. Before they fire, they can pivot up to 90, so that guy can turn directly to face that way.
Yep.
That guy will face this way.
Yep.
And then we're gonna keep him there because he's gonna direct fire into the half tracks, and they're gonna do MGs this way. Just 3s to hit them because we're within 16. I get 5 hits.
5 hits,
and
excellent.
I'll just do the first 5, I guess. Doesn't really matter.
That works for me. So I'll put the machine gun here.
And then you just get armors, I guess.
Yep. So start here with
the machine gun. 3 up. He is A-okay.
Good.
Next
This
team is
dead.
Oh, I got him. Eat machine gun. Boo, boo, boo. Alive.
Good.
And we got 2 more. Up. A-okay. And last one.
Team.
Oh, I'll take the 2 front teams.
This one here, yep.
All right.
However, 5 hits is enough to pin them.
Oh, 5's the minimum? Gotcha.
5's enough to pin them. So those 2 teams are destroyed.
I'll take it. It's a roll. And we have 1 direct shot here, which is within 16. Probably like, that's a hit.
Got it. Roll firepower.
And no armor against that. Firepower says boom. I'll just say, that guy worked. That's the most open one for his shot, yeah. I'm going to attempt to shoot and scoot now. Oh, it's the assault step. I see, it's a different phase.
It wouldn't
Gotcha.
technically affect here, but just to keep things in motion with the phases, we'll just wait to the...
They're absolutely going to attempt it later.
I will remind you of that as a good opponent.
These guys are chilling here. These the T2s, Tiger 2s, they're going to fire. I think their best shots are the guys in the middle there. They're going to fire 4 shells here. That's a drop die. Into the Shermans. It's going to be 4 to hit because of the concealment. And I get 2 hits.
2 hits.
Pick that one, probably the 2 closest ones.
ones.
Yeah, the 2 closest ones.
I can't roll an armor save, so roll straight to firepower.
So that guy there is destroyed,
And
and that one there is destroyed. Firepower 3 up, just blowing tanks to pieces here. It's okay. The Russians have them in abundance. Maybe not the Shermans as much as like everything else, but that guy's got a lot of problems going on there. Okay, pretty good shots, boys. Not bad. And that's my turn. My turns are nice and quick. Now we can do the assault phase.
Shooting's good for them.
Ooh,
shooting's good for both.
Which one do I want to do first? Ooh, let's do the Tigers. Let's do the Tigers. A 3-up skill. Ah!
No, they're stuck there.
Oh, that's a bad spot to be. That's a real bad spot to be. Okay, I gotta pray to RNGesus for them to stay alive. Okay, these guys are gonna attempt it as well. Oh no! Oh, okay. Well, that's what you get.
So over here, although it's not marked, this platoon does have to rally. However, they have the commander nearby, so they get to reroll.
Nice. And you are going to pass.
They're
Excellent.
good.
And we have a last stand over here.
Last stand. Now, they are, I have the not 1 step back rule, so I have a 1 better, so I need a 3 or better.
Sticking around.
So
excellent. And we got to get rid of 1 more Sherman for that to do. Yeah, we've got 2 left. The Wesps are going to suffer some assault. I assume the one is...
Not yet, but I'm going to try to get them as close as I can to...
understood. Stupid infantry.
Have to stay, unless you actually are in the
home.
assault step and charge in, you have to stay... Infantry have to stay 2 inches away from enemy tank team. So I do have to keep my distance a little bit, but that doesn't mean I can't bring teams in. Heavy weapons, such as machine guns, can assault, so I'm actually going to move him out away so I can get more teams in for the charge.
I see. And we're going to do a follow me.
Be successful. Yep.
They're going to get a little bit closer.
Yep. So,
that's just the commander, though, I guess, yeah.
Yep, so he'll be able to join the assault. I want to get that reroll to make sure I don't fall back, which happened to me at a local tournament not too long ago. That the
SU-100s do what I feared. They have to do a tactical move, luckily. They can't just do a blitz move.
They're going to have, it's going to be a real hard shot for me, but if I do get it, I should be able to get to the side of that King Tiger, or at least keep them on edge.
Yeah, them failing their shooting scoot does make me sweat a little bit, because they would have been right here with their front armor of 16 facing this way. Super safe armor.
Try to keep them.
We got the Shermans hiding now.
Shermans are going to try to also flank here.
They do a tactical move over there. And then what do we think for these IS-2s?
IS-2s are going to plow forward. At some point, Luka will get reserves and they can come up on either board edge. So I'm going to...
Mine are random, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the luck is they'll be over here, but I'm going to try to continue to apply pressure here. So I'm going to move my IS-2s up, trying to keep some distance so he can't pop directly behind me. While I do that, though, I am going to try to get some of his half-tracks.
You leave my half-tracks alone, dude!
No.
After the IS-2s move, we're on to the actual shooting phase. We have some, the rifles on the Soviets here are going to try and pin the crews.
Yep, so the armor is only a 1, so if I get lucky, I might be able to pin a few vehicles in before I launch the charge. So I'm going to have 4 dice here. The submachine guns on the other teams are not going to be powerful enough to break through. So I'm just going to have a few dice and maybe get lucky here.
All right, well,
obviously it's going to be moving rate of fire.
True. I'm a little concealed as well, so 5s to hit me.
Yep, and obviously my primary is going to be here.
Yep.
If I get lucky and bail him out, I'll still try to charge him.
Got a couple hits.
2 hits though.
Nice. 2s are better. Any 1s, I might get bailed out.
Oh,
We're
okay,
good.
so you aren't affected.
All right, the crew doesn't care.
Over here, 5 dice, needing 5s. Going to attempt to target him, so it reduces, ideally, reduce the defensive fire that I'll be receiving as I charge in.
Right.
So I need 5s here.
That is a
I managed to get
3. Not bad. So do you want to go here, here?
Yeah, so
here, here, and
the
here.
hits have to be allocated evenly. Obviously, 3 doesn't
work, right? Yeah, this guy's out of line of sight. Yeah.
What you can, Luka, if you'd like to, I'm going to put 1 on here. 1 has to go on here. This other die can go on one or the other. You can choose to swap hits of the primary target.
I'll go there, yeah.
You go there? Okay,
Yeah.
so we don't have to worry about
What's
that.
your AT?
AT is a 4.
Oh, okay, so I need like 3. Ooh, that's going to get through.
So I need, he's bailed, but I have to roll firepower to see if I destroy him.
A 4.
No, so he's just bailed out.
So he's bailed out, and this guy over here, armor does help.
And
So
he has a second die to roll.
oh, that's true. Yeah, he's got 2. Oh, he's actually out too. Ooh.
2, yep, that's a 3, so chance. Yeah, he is actually destroyed.
Firepower 5, so he's destroyed and he's bailed out. That's really big. So that they finally succumb to the firepower a little bit over here. My right and left are starting to buckle. My fancy forest tanks. That means I have no one on the thing either because he was the only one within range. No, what? I put 2 hits on him.
Yeah,
Luka, you
good
dummy.
job, half track.
Dang it! Right, the one half track alone just bailed out one tank and destroyed the other. That's crazy.
So now I'm going to attempt a shot here. It will be long range. You have concealment. In addition to that, I'm slow firing, so actually adds 3 to the roll.
Ooh,
now, obviously, you can't get a 7 on a 6-sided dice, so what happens here is I need to roll a 6 followed by a 5 or 6. So I get 3 dice to do that.
Good luck. Pew. No,
Nope.
they go wide.
Nothing there.
So a little bead of sweat I can remove there. But I'm still under a lot of pressure here. Now, granted, I forgot to mention the IS-2's moved here, specifically staying out of the friendly fire range band of the salvo here.
Yep.
So still able to keep hammering that spot.
Yep. So I'm going to try to hit that with the Katyushas. I'll actually do the Katyushas first.
Okay. It's like a big old, look how big this giant square is.
I won't be able to get any of the half tracks, but I will be able to get...
Hitting these 4 bases here.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to roll to hit them now.
Yep. So we'll start with this team here needing, remember, two guns in the Katyusha battery, so I need to get 4s or better.
We got 1 hit
Got 1
so
hit
far.
there.
Nice.
Now remember, because this is a repeat bombardment, Luka will have to re-roll his saves with the infantry. So the Panzer track there.
Oh,
Nope,
dodges it.
he's good. It's always the team you want to get that survives. This team here.
Oh, it's a double hit. They're hit. No, and the last one right
And then
there.
the last one.
Let's see.
Nope,
oh, they're
he's
good.
okay.
They're fine. All right, so I have to
50%, that's not bad.
I got to re-roll my
Yep,
successes
you roll
there.
2 dice.
Double. Oh, they're doubled.
If you fail 1, so it counts as 1. You don't have to. It's
Yeah.
not like I get 2 firepowers. So I need a 4+ here.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yep,
Nice.
so he's destroyed.
Oh, rip. And then the other team, they pass.
He's fine. Yep.
Nice. So that guy is destroyed though.
Yep.
Oh, no. So then the next one now from these 3 are gonna shoot into that ranged in marker, and do I get pinned as well because you hit me?
Yes, you are pinned.
Yep. Okay. This half track is being hit. It's actually moved it in range, but that's okay.
So let me see if I get the half track first. I need a 4 or better.
No,
missed that.
half track's okay.
Yep. Over here, this team need a 4 or better. Level
Okay.
1. Next one.
No, I've got a hit on them.
Hit here. And this is also a repeat bombardment, so...
Yeah, I threw my saves.
Yep.
So they're hit.
That one, yep.
And then 2 more. We got the little team.
Unit leader here.
He's hit.
Yep.
Oh no.
And then the Shrek.
Yaha!
Of course, the Shrek is fine.
There we go. Perfect. So it's these 3 teams that are hit. So the command team, they're okay.
Yep.
The one in the middle is okay, and the last one is okay. Oh, nice.
Excellent.
But
They are
they're
pinned.
So many effects. It's gonna bring us to assaulting, which we got to do over here. Going to assault now. They just essentially move in. They're all going to be beating the crap out of that west.
They're all going to charge this tank. So he's going to go here to hit him.
No.
Bring him to there.
That's so I hate that for that.
Him in there.
Hate that for
and
that.
And then I can also have teams join as well. So how assaults work, just to remind folks, is a team has to be in base-to-base contact to hit a target, and then any additional team that can be base adjacent can also join. And obviously, if there's a wall in the way, your teams can fight over that wall. That wall's physically blocking them from being there.
The wall counts as kind of like the model you're assaulting.
Yep,
yeah.
And remember, heavy weapons such as mortars and machine guns cannot charge to contact. So he's out there giving moral support. Probably firing the machine gun wildly in the air.
All right, and then we're just right onto this. I don't do anything in response, right?
No, you get to fire defensive fire now.
I got one gun. They're bailed out, so I only got the one. I assume he fires his MGs.
You can fire either weapon, but your MGs are more likely to hit more teams.
True. Just looking for 3s to hit here. I hit 3 times.
3 teams, yep.
Not quite enough to... What if I pinned you on the charge?
I would fall back.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I'm just going to roll those 3.
Yep, I will kill one of them.
So just pull him off.
I will take it. And you get to beat the crap out of my tank.
Yep, so the cool thing is a lot of Russians, since it's fairly late in the war, if they are still alive at this point, they are very, very experienced in close combat. So I actually hit on a 2+ here. So I will roll 1 dice per team. Yep. And you're 2 or better.
All 4 hit?
All 4 hit.
These are anti-tank 2. I have top armor 0. They're trying to throw a bunch of grenades in there, so I have 4 hits. Well, here's 2 dice. We're okay.
Okay there.
Okay.
There.
And not okay.
Oh, yep. Now, in this case here, Luka rolled a 1. 1 plus 0 is a 1.
Yeah.
So this will go... I have infantry when they fight without any kind of things like Panzerfaust or Panzerschreck. Have an auto firepower, so that vehicle is destroyed.
Absolutely. The grenades blow. It's effectively scuttled. It is left behind. It is a ruin to be forgotten, to rust in the woods.
Now, you're good. So in addition here, the only team that Luka has left here is this bailed out west. However, bailed out tank teams are unable to participate in assaults. He cannot run away because he's bailed out. So it would automatically be captured, and these units can consolidate.
How far do they consolidate?
They consolidate up to 4 inches.
Oh no!
Yep.
They are, so that's effectively destroyed. They're going to scooch up. They're going to get within 4 of the objective here, and if I can't do anything about that on my turn, I will lose the game. All right, well, I didn't need them anyways. They got shot at the entire game, and now they're not happy about it. And then this objective I'm trying to protect, well, it's looking a little suspect. But we're going to go on to my turn now. My turn 4. I might be able to get some reserves, and if I don't, well... I'm going to try and rally the infantry here. Ooh.
They remain pinned.
I guess they're...
So they're not in a bad spot.
That's fine. They're exactly where they are, I guess.
They're dug in foxholes, so they're pretty safe.
I suppose I had no real plan for them this turn anyways. And then my reserves. I have 2 chances to bring in... I would love to get 2 5-ups here. I got one, though.
One.
All right. It was a 6 there.
Yeah,
okay.
No, it's good.
I pick one of my platoons to bring in from reserve, and I effectively have to come over here, or else I'm in a bad way. Choose for the Panzer IV platoon to show up. I have to roll randomly where they show up. So they show up on 3 to 4 is anywhere in the middle, 5 or 6 is anywhere up this flank here, and then a 1 or 2 is unfortunately over there. That is going to be a 1. Oh no! Oh wait, that's the dice.
Yeah.
I have the Panzers. I choose 16 inches from this point. I can go that direction as well if I wanted to. But Anthony put the IS-2s right at the 16, so I can't show up behind. If I could have showed it behind him, that would have been amazing.
That would have been, yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to drive into the woods here. We're going to do some cross checks. So I'm going to do first him. He's good. The next one. They're going to move a little bit. It's a 3 up. He's stuck right there, unfortunately. The other guy is going to be able to move further. That's the commander, too. This is not great for the Panzer, so I only was able to get 1 in range to fire and support. I can't hurt the front armor of the IS-2s with their little turrets, so we're gonna hope the IS-2s just miss.
Little turrets, those things are massive. You're talking about a 5-inch gun on those tanks.
No, wait, it is a 5-inch gun. It's only anti-tank 11. What do they got, armor?
Yeah, a lot of our 11. These tanks go up to 11.
Yeah, so they automatically pass my things. I can't do anything about it, sadly. That will be it for that. And then we go into actual move. That's kind of them showing up. Part of the move there, and then I have to do I kind of have to do a skill check on these Tiger 2s. They got the blitz. They do.
They did.
That's a good start. Quite fast with the blitz, well, 14-inch move. So they blitz 4 that way, and then they start moving. That one's able to snake up and around to there. Didn't quite go the full 14, went about 13. This one goes 13 inches. Oh, sorry. This is about 14 inches to get there because he's a little bit further ahead. Oh, sorry, 12 inches to get there. He's got to do a cross check though. Which he fails. Oh gosh. These woods are the pain of my existence.
When you're a 70-ton tank,
I know.
You get hung up with terrain sometimes.
That probably never ever happened with them historically ever.
That's how most of them got destroyed, by getting stuck on logs. And
oh, what a bad spot to get stuck into. Okay, he's fine. He's totally fine. Anyways, that's where they end up. And that's it. I have no more movement. So we are right to shooting, and we're going to fire only his MG into them. Their 2 MGs always 4, and there are 3s to hit?
Yep, there are 3s to hit.
I hit 4 times.
Nice.
So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess.
Yep. So on the commissar here. Oh no, you got the commissar.
The commissar.
There you go. And then the other 3 teams, I'll roll him.
All right. So he is dead.
Yeah, this one.
No way, dude! I just sniped them all.
That's what you needed, though.
and then the last one. Okay.
He's fine.
All right. Well, they just lost like a good chunk of them.
And then this team will become the command team here.
Yes. All right. Well, bye, Commissar. Well, I guess that's the new officer
leader,
now.
So
Those are the leaders. Yeah. Good job, Tiger 2. I wonder which one is the one who's killing everything. Are you the one stumbling and failing and getting stuck in woods?
One that's really good.
Are you the better one?
Abysmal.
The commander. He's the. I made the 111 the commander, not the 112. Okay, so the commander's technically doing better. Okay. Well, that's. We're gonna move over to here. Oh, I gotta move this half track a little bit so it doesn't get blasted by that. This is gonna fire into your direct fire.
Is he within 2?
He was within 2. He was able to make it.
So
Yep.
You can fire, yeah.
Probably need a 5 or 6 to hit though, not a 4. All right, Panzers, you are target practice for the IS-2s. Heck yeah, dude. That is going to bring it to turn 5 for the Soviets.
Right. The last stand, either 3 or better.
Oh, he's sticking around. Nice.
Staying.
All right, so the main goal with the infantry here, this is it. Get the objective. That's what they got to do. So they got to put pressure on the Tiger 2s. Yep. Luckily, I was able to, if I did not kill those teams and you drove me off the objective, you would have won the game.
Yeah,
so I got a little
crunch time. I have to try to.
I got pretty lucky.
Try to get a charge into there and see if I get. I basically can line up a charge here where he can't target with his machine guns.
Yeah.
I won't be able to damage him, but if I can drive him off, then I'll have the game there. So.
Yeah. And then from that, our tank hunters are doing a tactical move to get get the side of him. The 2 in the front within 16, the 1 in the back will not be, but still. Yep. Here comes the half track, the one that's been griefing me the last couple turns.
Up here because he always has to take last stands, being the last active team.
So you might as well be near them.
But I get the rerolls from the formation commander. So.
My commander isn't even here yet. Who knows where my officer is? I have no idea. Right. He's somewhere.
We're just gonna sit still to blast because
I
am on a 4. I'm gonna try to blast those because then I have to try to break him.
The IS-2s are gonna stay still. These Shermans are moving. We're gonna do a tactical.
Yep.
Okay, over to actual shooting. This is scary. How about the rate of fire if you don't move?
Rate of fire it's 1 either way, but
really?
Slow firing. Yeah, it's a big, massive cannon. It's actually 2 parts of the shell. So I'm not going to move them, but I'm going to try to take a shot at these Panzer IVs to weaken them to not harm my Su-76s there.
Right.
So I need 4s or better targeting the team out in the open. And I got 1 hit.
Got a hit on him.
Firepower AT is 14.
You just rolled the fire.
2 or better. I got it. So I blast 1.
Boom. Didn't like that commander anyways. They all hated him back home. They're actually glad he's out of here.
He's gone.
That guy's the new commander.
Yep.
The cartouches again. The IS-2s didn't move, so you're A-okay to go here.
Yep. So over here, gonna do the Panzer Shrek there, needing 4s or better.
We got.
Nope, miss.
Always missing the Panzer Shrek.
Panzer IVs.
Panzer IVs. Oh, got a hit on that one there.
That one.
And then this one over here.
And then that one. No.
Nope,
So just the one in the woods there. It's
and
AT2.
Then. Oh, what about these guys over here?
I don't think it was close enough to hit them because they 10-inch template. So actually, that one and that one.
Yep. Rolling that guy there, looking for a couple 4s for the cartouches. Nope. And the next one.
And
nope. All right, just a hit on the Panzer actually.
Yep.
Well, should be okay here. Wait, what's your AT2?
AT's a 2, so top.
Oh, top is only 1.
4 up. Am I lucky?
Oh, okay.
No effect whatsoever.
No effect. Nice. The other range in is from those tanks, but it's only hitting the one Panzer. I'm
only going to hit that one, so I'm going to try to hit him, needing a 4 or better.
4. Yep. That's a miss. Okay, somehow. And then it'll hit all the teams here.
Yep. So we'll start here.
And I moved that half track. So he dodged to these. The Panzerschreck is like, nope, don't care. He don't care. Over here. Boo, 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 boo. Nope. And then 2 more.
Got the back. Oh,
they're close. We got,
and then the last one there.
Yeah, those are both hit.
2.
So I have to reroll the saves though. So them there. I have to make. He's dead.
Well, not yet.
Oh, firepower. That's right. Yeah.
Dug in. Nope.
Ooh, they live.
Okay.
And the next one passes both.
Nice. Excellent.
Still panned. Still panned. Okay. Well, that's all that firepower. Now, these Tigers have been dumbly avoiding all the shots so far, so maybe we'll get lucky again. They are outside of 16, it looks like. Yep, so they got a couple shots on 5s.
The Sherman 76s, they need 5s or 6s to hit.
Oh, we got a hit. Well, I assume the anti-tank on that is rather high.
Tank is a 12.
I could stop it. I'm armor 8.
Yep.
That's a 12.
12, so that ties.
You can only bail them out.
And I do bail you, however.
He is bailed. That Tiger armor. That's pretty impressive. That actually survived like a flanking shot from a Sherman. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Nice. Then we have their shots over here.
So I'm going to roll these separately.
Yes.
Now, easiest to hit number is on here a 4, so I'm going to just do that. However, I'm going to roll this separately because he is at long range.
Gotcha.
So I'll roll these 2 first. I did move, and you are concealed, so I am going to need 6s.
Oh, because they're slow to fire?
Yep.
Oh, we dodged!
Did it there, and this will be a 6 followed by a 6.
No, not
no
quite.
shots there.
So we got bailed out again. These Tigers, as much as like they are doing quite a bit. I'm gonna see how much they killed at the end here. I think they're doing pretty well though. On to the that guy probably can't hurt him, right? Yeah.
Okay, he's blocking here, so I'm just going to charge with these teams. I am going to try to get the commander in there. So
of course.
So we're going into a crazy assault here. I have to get extremely lucky.
I only have 4 shots, so.
Yep. So he is going to be able to connect. I'm going to put him there.
Hello.
And put that team there. I will be blocked from here. And I am going to have the commander join the assault. Now, he's only 4 inches, so he actually will be a little short, so he'll be a non-assaulting team, but he does give his morale boost to those 2 teams there.
Okay. Is there because they can't assault because they're heavy.
Heavy weapons, yep.
Do I get to shoot my...
You have 4 shots.
My machine guns, I hit 3 times.
3 times. Put 2 on him and 1 on him.
All right. He is alive.
Alive.
And alive. Excellent.
So,
all right.
So I need 2s or better.
For the assault, because they have done this song and dance before, but hopefully not against the Tiger. Your AT is only 2, right?
My AT is 2. Now these units do have a upgrade you can take in the game to give them captured German Panzerfausts. But in this case here, these guys are roaming their bayonets, their knives, they're trying to hit grenades into the tank.
We're top armor.
Yeah, so you're unaffected.
Yeah.
However, this is the important now. Now you have to roll a counterattack. If you fail here, you break off.
And that is a skill?
That is based on your motivation.
Motivation is just a 4.
4 plus.
Just 1 roll?
Yep, 1 roll. Does Luka get it?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. So you stay fighting the assault, so you get to roll to hit me.
With my machine guns?
No, it's going to be based on your skill test.
Are you saying my cruiser coming out of the hatch and like...
No, it's the tank is back and forth, back and forth.
He's wiggling on them? Roll 1 die.
You need a 3 or better.
I roll 4.
4, so you do kill a team.
What do you mean I kill the team?
You kill
How did I kill?
Now I have to roll a counterattack. I do get the reroll from the commander. I need a 3 or better.
Got it. Nice.
So I hit you, 1 die.
You do.
6, so you are hit. You functionally don't need to make a save, but now you can make a counterattack again.
4 up. I roll a 1.
1. So now you break off.
Oh, so I get pushed away. How far?
So you need to. So this is how it'll work.
So I have to try and back away from this combat. How far do I have to go?
So you make a tactical move. So you have to be at least 6 inches away from the point of contact.
But I can't go through the building or that gap where my tank, so I have to do a cross check. Oh! Boom.
So what that happens here is because tanks cannot move through other tanks, friendly or enemy. That as a big King Tiger, he cannot fit through there, so his direct route is away from here. However,
but his tracks get stuck.
Yes.
Yep.
So unfortunately, this brave command team here has a massive award for Stalin back in command here.
They captured 2 Tiger 2s. Because this crew's bailed out, they actually just leave?
Yeah, bailed teams, basically you can assume that the crew is going to destroy the tank and run away rather than being captured themselves.
Right. Makes me just thinking about it. It's just it's painful. It's a painful thing to think about. But you know what? Accurate.
It is accurate, yeah.
Yep. Oh, Luka's sad, but those are captured or destroyed. Bye-bye, Tigers.
Yeah. You get to go see it in the Treblinka Tank Museum in a few years.
It is a unfortunate demise for them. It's a shame, really, but it is what it is. But he got pinned because he got hit?
Yes, he took a hit in close combat. Well, he didn't, but the unit did. So.
Gotcha. Okay. That will be the end of your turn. If I have no way to answer this on my turn, it is over, unfortunately, for the German side. And unfortunately for those 2 tigers. Oh, God. Let's see if these guys aren't pinned anymore. We roll a 2, they're still pinned, but that's okay-ish. And then I have no last stands to do. I do, however, have to roll for my reserves. I get to roll 2 dice now. And nah, all right, that's game.
Yeah.
That's game. I can't. I can't show up. I have no way for them to put pressure on them over here. And then hypothetically, if I had a unit show up, where would it have shown up? It would have shown. It would have gone over there anyways, dude.
Gotcha.
And then for the other one, okay, the other one would have showed up over here. But I needed 2 units to show up, so that means no matter what I do on my turn, the day goes to the Soviets, and that's it for this game. We're gonna jump into a post game, and then that's the new late war Soviet book.
Berlin book, yeah, Berlin book, and this is with the addition of the IS-2s. This is the army list.
Exactly it. Yeah, you get the pretty much trying to show up the new Shermans.
Yeah, they did pretty well. I mean, they got that bailout.
They got the bailout. That was it. That was yeah. Well, that's that. If they didn't get the bailout, he would have backed up. The other guy would have backed up. So it was a nice conjunction of abilities. I did like the performance of the T2s, the Tiger 2s. They obviously very, very imposing. A couple, they fumbled a little bit in game, but that's kind of what you get with that elite sort of unit. Apparently there would have been, the command squad would have still captured though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So let's see what, we roll it off camera. Let's see if these guys run away or stick around.
Yep, so I have to roll for this unit here because there's only 2 active teams. They would still, they would actually break with that, but the command team would still be there to give support. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Well, then that is a-okay. That means you'll capture the objective here. Nothing in my army did anything except for the Tigers. Actually, these guys destroyed 2 of the half tracks and a couple of the infantry, but the Tigers destroyed. Would have been a last stand for those guys as well, but they got the commander nearby. Killed 3 points in that platoon. Effectively 10. Wait, how many points were they? 10?
20 for the whole unit, so you got 10 points.
10-ish, yeah. So I got 10-ish there, and then I killed some of the infantry over here. But that's they're not that expensive.
The King Tigers are really there to shoot up medium tanks, and heavy tanks have been a great counter to the IS-2s.
I couldn't. They were too far away, and like every time they moved, they were like too obscured by other things in the way.
And I was using the Emshas here to kind of flank the King Tigers, especially early on, and with the SU-100s.
They put a lot of
guns. They can't hit the flanks, but by kind of forcing Luka like that, they're able to get around him.
Exactly. Yeah. The plan for the Tigers, I was gonna put them in reserve, but I was too afraid of them showing up on like turn 4 or 5 a little bit too late, but I would have had a lot more lighter platoons on the field to deal with all the pressure. I think in hindsight it would have been better to put them in reserve, but I've been very eager to play with the big cat for a while.
Are a lot of fun, and there's a lot of different lists. So these are ones coming from the German Bulge list, so they're a support unit added to this army.
Yeah.
You can also take, as we'll get to see in a upcoming video, some less expensive but less maybe reliable Tiger 2s, as well as the ones from the SS book. And of course, there's various options in the command cards that you can use in the Flames of War rules.
Exactly, yeah. So I was eager to put them on the table and try them out. And I'm pretty pleased with the outcome here. The only thing with the big elite things is if they do fumble, it kind of hurts. It hurts. So luckily it never kind of backfired, but when they moved up here to take the shots, I really wanted that the blitz and the shoot and scoot over here to park their keysters over here so they could just kind of freely fire from over here. But even if they succeeded, in hindsight, it's good that they failed it, because if they were committed over here, they would not have been able to blitz and tactical onto the objective. So I would have lost the game a turn earlier, technically, because these guys completely just threw their hats to the ground and left.
One of the cool things is the Stormtrooper ability with the Germans gives you a lot of mobility and flexibility.
Yeah.
So allowing them to get up there was really what helped with Luka to get a chance to win the game. But even with things like infantry and other vehicles, that ability to redeploy your forces quickly, especially in most German armies, you're often going to be outnumbered, gives you that ability to bring forces where you need them.
Yeah, I love the Stormtrooper rule. I think the Stormtrooper rule is so cool. And like, whatever, you roll the die, you fail to check, the option is still there. It gives those big heavy tanks the mobility that you wouldn't normally expect them to have, right? It's like, oh man, it's like a lot of times, like, I need to shoot over there, but I don't want to expose my side. Like, whatever, I'll take the risk. Blitz, try to annihilate something, shoot and scoot to protect it, and then I was having a lot of fun in a previous Battlefront a while ago with Hornice, I believe they're called.
Hornices, which are...
like, no armor at all. but they got a like
same-
AT-17 gunner.
The same gun that's actually on the King Tiger. So you're trading in. You still have that firepower and decent mobility, but you're
Yes.
trading in that protection, which is something you have with the King Tigers.
The second they failed, I remember one game dominated the table because they didn't fail a single stormtrooper check. It was like pop out, fire, hide behind a building. Second game, they failed the first one and immediately destroyed.
Yeah, so they have
It
to
was
use
it.
things like range, staying out of, because they do have a very long range, so they can stay out of opposing
Yeah.
tanks' ranges, and simply taking off key primary targets like tank destroyers and
Yep.
medium tanks that
Yep.
can engage them.
That was like it was excellent fun. This is a 100-point game, folks. So this is like your typical size Flames of War game.
Standard size
Yep.
game is 100 points.
And then this was the you said this formation here is it a new box?
It is the new Army deal with the exception of the IS-2.
They're not in that box.
But
there.
everything
Okay.
else is. It is all in plastic.
Nice.
And that will, but that's the M4 Forward Detachment Battalion.
The idea is quick, lots of pressure, kind of in your opponent's face right away, not allowing them to like make every decision they make is kind of like scary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. As the idea is, you have some heavy hitters like the SU-100s, but relying on things like the Shermans with their range. The SU-76s did an excellent job bombarding, keeping Luka's infantry pinned down, and of course the infantry really the stellar winners of the game,
Yeah.
being able to push up that flank and aggressively engage his armor
Absolutely,
without
yeah.
support. Using all these kind of disparate elements together to achieve victory rather than just brute force.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. It showed too. It like really, I felt the pressure off the rip here, and it was a good mission for it too. Okay, folks, that's it for this Flames of War game. I want you to leave some feedback down below what you think. Always like to know what you guys are thinking when you're watching these battle reports. And if you want more Flames of War, we'll cry havoc. We'll try and get more Flames of War. Thanks to these guys over at Battlefront Miniatures, I got a pretty good German force going for me. So I got a lot of opportunities to play
Really
with them there.
excited, pleasure to be up here in Canada filming with the studio here and showing off the awesome games we have and things coming up soon. So.
Exactly, and we're all it's a cool opportunity because I always get to play the kind of fun new stuff too, and what a greater host.
No,
Thank you very much for the game. It was
thank you
amazing.
so much.
Yeah. Happy War Gaming, everyone. I'll let you get back to your day and catch you very soon.